Pep, you have 93 points, 102 goals, 30 wins, a goal difference now of plus 76. These are incredible numbers.
Incredible, yeah. Well, the numbers are the numbers, but it's a consequence the way we have done. So the numbers will remain there. We now have a chance to more points ever, to more goals ever, and of course we're going to try to achieve it. And the numbers will be there, but sooner or later will be breaker, because the records always, sooner or later will be breaker, but the guys who want to break that records, they have to play good and fight a lot. But the way we played this season, and almost all games, was fantastic. So that's why it's a big compliment again to the team to keep focus and playing good, and respect for the competition, for our opponents is the best way, is play the way we want to play.
It's easy to say those things, but it's a massive compliment to your team that they are doing it, because human nature, you could expect, a lot of these players are going to the World Cup, you could expect them to want a bit of a rest, but they're just not letting up.
No, the last 2 games, 9 goals, and of course it's not easy to score a lot of goals, and we create a lot of chances, even in Swansea game and today again. So, because we are preparing for the next season, every game needs to improve. For example, the last 5 minutes, the fantastic crucial goal, we can avoid it. The fault is not, we cannot concede this kind of fault, you know. That ball has to be out, and we want to play in dangerous situations when before we had an across. Of course, it's offside. The first pass is offside, like was in Anfield, the first pass to Salah in the first goal. So in this kind of situation, the only thing is to play better and play better and play better, because the influence on the decision of the referee don't be involved, and our mistakes reduce. And every game counts for that, for the last 3 games, and especially for the future.
I kind of think that anybody seeking perfection is always going to end up being disappointed. But with Manchester City, I'm starting to think maybe the perfect game is absolutely possible for Manchester City.
Liverpool would not say that, so because they beat us. So no, it's we are an honest team in the terms of when you have the ball, still running until the end. We try to create chances, and everybody fight and everybody plays, and that's why we have these numbers and the way we play. So I think it's a big compliment for the team, because you are right. After win, you can normally you take the records when everybody push you from behind. You know, push you behind. You have to win to be champion after you achieve the records. But when 5 or 6 games left and still, you know, going there. Now we're going to do that at home the next 2 games against Huddersfield and Brighton to achieve as much points as possible, goals as possible, and after that prepare the next season.
And all 3 teams that you still have to play could potentially be relegated. So it is important for the league that, that it's all fair.
Yeah, that's why we spoke about that with the players. So it happened in Swansea, it happened today. So all of them deserve our respect. All of them deserve to be who we are. So we've done, it's not fair. We have done until be champion in one way. We have to do it for respect Swansea, West Ham, Huddersfield, Brighton, Stoke City, West Brom, all of them. So they are professionals, they want to play. The guys that didn't play today, they were sad because they want to play, and that is the best way they keep going. They know if they are not good, another one is coming, and that is the only way for the future. So the future is when you win something, is how you react. You are more arrogant, or you are more presumptuous, or something like that, and you have to be in the same way we did it these 2 seasons, especially this one, for the terms of results.
One final question. I just spoke to Raheem Sterling. I'm struggling to think of a worse decision that I've seen from a referee, and I don't like criticising referees, but everybody in the stadium, I think, expected that to be a penalty.
It's the same action in the second half in Anfield, the Champions League, 3-0 down, dribbling Raheem Sterling to Robertson, go to byline, dribble, an incredible penalty. The referee behind the goal is 2 meters, and they want to concede. It's the same one, the same action. Go to right, byline, cross, and up. And accept it. The only way to overcome that situation is cry a little bit, and the second one, play better. Reduce your mistakes and increase your chances. It's the only way to give the referees, it doesn't matter what they take decisions. The only way that why is work and work and work. So in that doesn't count. But in knockout games, in important stages when both teams are top, there's penalty, no penalty, the 2 legal goals, no concede, the 1 goal offside concede makes a lot of difference in that situations in both teams. Today, nothing happened, but the only way I learned from my period in my past is play better and play better and play better is the only one.
I did say that would be my last question, but twice you've referred to that game against Liverpool. Is it difficult for you to watch Liverpool continue in the Champions League thinking that could have been us?
No, what I said, my first steps, my first words after the game, I said big compliment to Jurgen Klopp and their team because they deserve it. When you are 5-1, there's nothing to say. But it's not the same going to the halftime 1-0, 2-0 when the goal is legal. When the lineup and the people say to the referee is goal and he doesn't want to concede. When the first goal to the pass to Salah, the Alexander to the goal is offside. When the goal to Gabriel Jesus in Anfield is goal. So when a lot of things happen, so 2 goals was legal, was not conceded. So in this kind of situation make the difference. At the end, with that situation, we can fight until the last 90 minutes against Liverpool. It happened against all the teams. But please, don't confuse my words. It's just to put on the table what happened with both in the league and 39 games, the best is the best. But in knockout games, this kind of game make a lot of difference. But don't confuse, they deserve it. I wish them, for the English football, all the best. And of course, in Roma, good success and go to the final. I would not say, understanding my words. It just ended the penalty because today was remember exactly the penalty, what happened with Robertson, with Sterling. And one penalty up and down, one situation and the other one, in the knockout games count a lot.